Welcome to Myth or Reality Stories. Is this story a myth and untrue, or a reality and totally true? You decide.
Join me as I brave the night to see if I can track down the legendary Carmel Heights Dog Man and capture it on camera. The concept of the Dog Man phenomenon has been around for decades, with sightings reported all over the world. But one place in particular has gained notoriety for its eerie encounters: Carmel Heights. Located in the heart of rural America, this small town has become synonymous with the legend of the Dog Man. In recent years, the frequency and intensity of these sightings have increased, leaving many to wonder if there's any truth to the legend. As we delve deeper into the world of the Carmel Heights Dog Man, one thing is certain: the terror is real, and it's spreading fast. But before we dive into the specifics, let's first understand what the Dog Man phenomenon is all about. This creature, said to be a hybrid of a dog and a man, has been described as towering, muscular, and eerie, with eyes that seem to pierce through the darkness. Moving on, the lore surrounding Dogman legends is rich and complex, with historical accounts and regional tales that have contributed to the mythos. From the ancient Native American stories of the skinwalkers to the medieval European tales of shapeshifters, the concept of a human-canine hybrid has been around for centuries. In many cultures, the dog is seen as a symbol of loyalty and protection, but the Dogman represents the darker side of human nature, a creature driven by primal instincts and a thirst for power. As we explore the historical roots of this legend, one thing becomes clear: the fear of the unknown is universal, and the Dogman taps into that deep-seated anxiety. The first reported sightings of the Dogman date back to the 19th century, but it wasn't until the 20th century that the legend gained widespread attention. With the rise of modern technology and social media, the spread of information has accelerated, and the Dogman has become a cultural phenomenon. Now, let's focus on the Carmel Heights sightings, which have been making headlines in recent years. Located in the heart of rural America, Carmel Heights seems like an unlikely place for paranormal activity, but the sheer number of sightings tells a different story. The first reported sighting in Carmel Heights dates back to the 1990s, when a group of teenagers claimed to have seen a creature that defied explanation. Since then, the sightings have increased in number and intensity, with many witnesses describing a tall, muscular creature with glowing eyes. One of the most bizarre aspects of the Carmel Heights sightings is the consistency of the descriptions. From the way the creature moves to the sound of its howls, the witnesses all seem to be describing the same entity. Could this be evidence of a real creature, or is there something more sinister at play? One of the most compelling aspects of the Carmel Heights sightings is the sheer number of witnesses who have come forward with their stories. From hikers and hunters to families and farmers, the Dogman has seemingly impacted every aspect of life in this small town. In recent years, the town has seen an influx of tourists and paranormal enthusiasts, all hoping to catch a glimpse of the elusive creature. While some see it as a boon to the local economy, others are worried about the consequences of attracting attention to the town. The local authorities have been tight-lipped about the sightings, fueling speculation and conspiracy theories. As the legend grows, so does the sense of unease, with many residents feeling trapped in a living nightmare. One of the most poignant aspects of the Carmel Heights sightings is the emotional toll it's taken on the local community. From anxiety and fear to a sense of abandonment, the Dogman has seemingly become a part of the town's fabric. As we delve deeper into the world of the Carmel Heights Dogman, it becomes clear that this is more than just a paranormal phenomenon. It's a cultural phenomenon that taps into our deepest fears and anxieties. One of the most compelling pieces of evidence to date is the testimony of a local resident who claimed to have seen the creature up close. Her description of the event is chilling, to say the least. I've also spoken to several other witnesses who have shared their stories, and while they may differ in some details, they all seem to be describing the same creature. Could this be evidence of a real creature, or is there something more sinister at play? Another piece of compelling evidence is the photographic evidence that's been coming in. While many of the images are disputed, some seem to show a creature that defies explanation. As we examine the evidence, it becomes clear that the Carmel Heights Dogman is more than just a myth. It's a cultural phenomenon that taps into our deepest fears and anxieties. Of course, not everyone is convinced of the Dogman's existence. Many skeptics have come forward, citing misidentifications, hoaxes, and mass hysteria as possible explanations for the sightings. One of the most compelling counterarguments is the sheer number of witnesses who have come forward with their stories. Could they all be lying, or is there something more sinister at play? Another counterargument is the lack of concrete evidence. While the photographic evidence is compelling, it's still not conclusive proof of the Dogman's existence. As we weigh the evidence, it becomes clear that the Carmel Heights Dogman is a complex phenomenon that defies easy explanation. While the skeptics may have their doubts, the fear and anxiety are very real. As I reflect on my journey into the world of the Carmel Heights Dogman, one thing becomes clear: this is more than just a paranormal phenomenon, it's a cultural phenomenon that taps into our deepest fears and anxieties. The implications of this phenomenon are far-reaching, and they challenge our understanding of folklore and fear in modern society. So, what does the future hold for the Carmel Heights Dogman? Will we finally uncover the truth behind the legend, or will it remain a mystery forever? I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments. Have you had any experiences with the Dogman, or do you have any theories about its existence? If you're interested in learning more about cryptids and paranormal phenomena, be sure to check out our next video, where we'll be exploring another fascinating legend. Thanks for joining me on this journey into the heart of darkness, and until next time, stay curious.
This story is a myth and totally made up by us. Please subscribe, or else.